This is Keith Boggs, and this is the debrief for 4105 Bridge Park Way. I've got about 134 pictures here, or items, and several videos. We're going to go through all that stuff right now. First picture you see here, just a picture of the front of the house. Nothing necessarily wrong, just for the title page of the report. This is the approximate direction the house is facing. Now, some of this stuff also will not be in the report. Like, this is just for us to talk about. So of the 130 items, they're not going to all be in the report, because it's just for me to remind me and to show you things. So this is the temperature when I got here, and it hasn't gotten much higher than that. So it needs to be above 60 to test the air conditioning. So we tested the heat. The heat seemed fine, but the air conditioning we can't test because it's too cold outside. This is your water meter. This is a little short video, about 30 seconds of the water meter. So one of the first things that I do is I come into the water meter and I check this, what's called a low flow indicator, this little red triangle there. And so if there's any water flowing, even a small amount, like a leak, this will start to spin around very slowly. So very first thing I check is that. So I took a video of that for 30 seconds to show that there's no supply leaks. You'll see it just kind of sits in the same spot. Now sometimes they'll vacillate like this, which is fine, back and forth. But if they're moving in one direction even slowly, then that indicates a supply leak or something running. This will take another 15 seconds. And you can see it hasn't moved. So no supply leaks, which is good. This is when I first got up on the roof. This looks like a hail hit right here. That's what we're going to put in the report, at least, because that's going to help you negotiate the roof. This is actually a manufacturer's defect here, but you can see that this has gone through to the past the granules all the way down to the fiberglass, and you see that at a lot of locations. This is they used staples here, not nails. So they should, first of all, they should be covered with sealant, and they should have really nails. This is not. This is fairly common for roofers to do, but it's not a best practice. So all of these nail heads need to be, in this case, just need to be covered up with sealant, because they're probably not going to remove them. Okay. This is just a kind of a close-up of some of the ridge shingle, which you can see the granules are missing along there. You can see up here, this is in the frame there, again, some of the fiberglass showing through. This is actually worn completely through. That's actually opening into the second layer of the shingles. That's just a hail damage to a B vent. So there has been hail to the roof. So this actually will help you too. It's going to show that there was hail activity on the roof. The vent itself doesn't need to be replaced. It's just cosmetic, but that's just going to help you. Here, I don't know if you can see in this picture, these are all deteriorated shingles. Good. You can actually see the white here and stuff. So that span there, it's a little closer, kind of blurry, but most of the, I'd say probably 70% of the roof each shingle has some deterioration. The granules are missing or coming loose. When I was walking up there, it actually was kind of slippery to walk on, so it's getting pretty close. That's kind of a better close-up picture. See how the granules are missing all through there? That looks good right there, but not there. That's more the same. That's just another span, same thing. It's just the hole. You can see it actually a little bit there. That's a good picture. You can see the deterioration. Oops. Okay, now this is a video of the roof, so people are always asking about the roof, so I just started taking videos of the roof. So when I get done with the inspection, I walk around with my little camera and I just kind of walk the whole roof, so you can kind of be in my shoes for about a minute and a half. I'll go ahead and play that so we got it for the recording. It may get a little shaky sometimes because I may be leaning down to get my balance and stuff. That's the first time that's happened. What's that all about? There we go. A good roofer probably could just look at this video and see what he needs to see. Yeah.
We know it needs it. So.
Yeah. I think there's probably a pretty good chance you'll be able to get it covered under insurance. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance.
He's an investor.
Oh, is he? Okay.
They normally carry insurance.
Yeah, well, unless he paid cash, they wouldn't fund the loan without the roof being acceptable to the.
No, he paid cash.
Oh, did he? Okay. Why does he keep on doing that?
Yeah, I know the guy that's.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
He's a.
This is almost near the end here.
But normally everybody should carry insurance.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, because they're expensive. Roofs are expensive. I just redid mine. It was $29,000.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, through the insurance, I see.
What's it doing that? My wife's doing it all of a sudden. This is just, I just happened to see this picture, another picture. You can see this shingle is separating. That's just, again, just showing more.
Yeah.
This is where the meter I showed you, this is where the water meter is located. This box is your double check valve. This box is another double check valve. Those are both for your sprinkler system.
Oh.
So the meter will be in the report. These won't. That's just for me to tell you. This is the water pressure, because the water pressure, the range is 40 to 80. Now you're right, barely you're at 40, just a teeny bit above 40. Now, I ran the master, multiple fixtures in the master, and the sinks the pressure did drop off. Now, if you're going to have a family in the house, have kids and people, the house is going to be full, even though it's within range, 40 is within the range, you may find that you've got a bunch of stuff with dishwashers going, clothes washers going, maybe sprinkler systems going. You got somebody upstairs showering. You go to take a shower in your master, and the water's is barely coming out. So it's within range. So I can't call it as a defect, but I can say it's low and there may be problems, and I can request further evaluation. I think 40. You have kids?
Yes.
You guys shower at the same time?
Usually in 2 maximum at that time.
2 or 3. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the report anyway, just so we have a record of it, because it is in range, but it's just I've seen this when it gets near 40, even 50. You get especially holidays, you get the dishwasher, a bunch of stuff going on, and there's just no pressure.
And what does that? Where is that post from?
That comes from the city. That's from the city.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's something the city can take care of.
I don't think they'll ever get it up near 80, but they should be able to raise it a little bit.
Oh.
We'll just have to see. You'll have to have a plumber out and take a look and see what he thinks. There are some other options too. That spigot up front is leaks. Some of you see it dripping.
Mm-hmm.
That spigot leaks right there. That's just at the handle when you run it. This has some vegetation touching the structure. So if you guys are doing a VA loan or a FHA loan, they're going to want no what are called conducive conditions. No vegetation touching the structure, no high soil. And in this case, it's really just vegetation in a couple locations. So if you're doing FA or VA, they're going to require you to trim that stuff. These lights up front never came on. All the floodlights up here. That one, and then there's 2 on the other side. So 4 of them completely did not come on. Now there is a timer switch there, and sometimes those switches go bad. So that may be the problem. It may just be a matter of replacing that little timer switch. These are what are called exposed post-tension cables. Right now it's just cosmetic, but now that they're exposed, they'll continue to rust, and then the cement will break off. I've actually got a picture later on here. And so right now it's cosmetic, so you just need to cover them up.
He did the foundation on this house.
He did finish and work, but they didn't cover up these heads here.
So how do you cover it, with cement?
Just go to Home Depot and get some Quickcrete.
Oh, okay.
But before you apply the Quickcrete, get like a wire brush and kind of really get rid of all the loose material. Otherwise, if it's dirty and you try to put that stuff, it's won't stick. So, and you can actually see this is spalling right here. This is the cement breaking off out of the hole right down here. So just right now, it's just cosmetics. Just cover them up. Oh, there you go. That's coming off of those.
Yes.
Oops. That's just where it's located. This is a corner compression crack. This is at the front of the house. This is not structurally significant, just cosmetic. That's right down here. Okay, so the attic area above the garage, I couldn't get into it because there's a car blocking. I was able to get to the other access. The water heater is up here and the furnaces are up there, so I don't think there's anything up there. I don't know for sure, but you may want to just say the inspector said he couldn't get up there. Is there any kind of equipment up there that you know? If it's just a framed area, it's probably nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
This is a little cracking inside the garage here, a little hairline cracking here. It's just like on the ceiling along that wall. Very normal. If you've had a house, you know it's very common, very normal stuff. This is a test of the garage door opener. So we do 2 tests here. We do a pressure reverse. So I put something under the door to make sure when it hits it, it reverses. And I do another test with my foot in front of the eye. And so I'm going to play this little video here. you'll see it'll hit it for a second and it'll reverse.
So it's really kind of-
Yeah, and then there's one more test you'll see here. My front of that eye down there. And you'll bit right there, just to see that it reverses. And it did, yeah.